During my son's school play, I spotted a woman in the audience photographing him, not the stage, just him. My son Theo is 9 years old and has the stage presence of a golden retriever. He was cast as the narrator in his school's production of The Wizard of Oz, which meant he spent most of the play standing at the side of the stage holding index cards and grinning at the audience whether or not he was supposed to. He'd been practicing his 3 lines for 6 weeks, in the shower, at dinner, and once at 2 a.m. when I found him whispering them to the hallway wall. I was in the 4th row, phone out, ready to record every second. That's when I noticed her. She was 2 rows behind me, slightly to the left. A woman I didn't recognize, maybe mid-40s, dressed like any other parent. Jeans, a dark jacket, but her phone wasn't pointed at the stage. Every time I glanced back, her screen was aimed directly at Theo, not Dorothy, not the whole scene. Just my son, standing at his little podium on the left side of the stage. I told myself I was being paranoid. Maybe she just liked the narrator. Maybe she was sitting at a weird angle. I turned back to the stage and watched Theo deliver his first line with the confidence of a man accepting an Oscar. I looked back again, still him. She zoomed in. My whole chest tightened. I texted my wife, who was sitting with Theo's grandparents in the row behind me. Just look at the woman 2 rows behind you, dark jacket. She keeps photographing Theo, not the stage. 3 dots. Then, which woman? Then, oh yeah, I see her. Do you know her? I didn't. I'd never seen her before in my life. I started running through explanations. Maybe she had a kid in the play and Theo happened to be nearby. But no, I'd watched for 5 solid minutes and her camera hadn't moved once toward the rest of the cast. She was tracking him specifically. When he stepped off his podium to stand closer to the curtain, her phone followed. I got up quietly and moved to the aisle. I walked around the back of the auditorium and came up on her row from the other side. I sat down in the empty seat one over from her. She didn't notice me at first. I could see her screen clearly now. It was a photo album. She was scrolling through pictures of Theo, not just from tonight. There were outdoor shots. Theo at what looked like his school's playground. Theo walking with his backpack. Multiple photos, different days, different lighting. My vision went white at the edges. I said, quietly, "Excuse me." She startled and locked her phone so fast she nearly dropped it. "That's my son you're photographing." Her face did something complicated. Not guilt exactly. More like someone being caught doing something they knew was going to require a very long explanation. "I'm sorry," she said. "I should have reached out. I know this looks wrong. It looks extremely wrong. Who are you?" She glanced toward the stage, then back at me. "My name is Ruth Calloway. I think Theo might be my nephew." I stared at her. "My brother," she said, "gave a child up for adoption 9 years ago. He was 17. The mother wanted a closed adoption and he agreed because he thought it was the right thing. But she sent one photo, just one, to his parents before she closed all contact. He's carried it for 9 years." I couldn't speak. "He found out last year, through a DNA registry, a distant cousin match, that the child was in this city. He's been trying to figure out how to approach this for months. He didn't want to just knock on your door and blow up your family. So I came first, to see if it was really him." She looked toward the stage. Theo was delivering his second line, mispronouncing emerald the same way he had every single time in practice. "It's him. He looks exactly like my brother did at that age." I sat in that seat for a long moment while a 9-year-old in a clip-on tie explained to a gymnasium full of parents that the great and powerful Oz was just a man behind a curtain. I believed her. I didn't want to, because it would have been so much simpler if she were just a stranger I could escort out. But the specific detail, closed adoption, DNA registry, a distant cousin match, didn't sound like a lie. It sounded like something someone had been carrying for years. "Does he know you came tonight?" "No," she said. "He asked me not to. He said he didn't want to do anything that felt like pressure. I came on my own because I couldn't keep watching him grieve someone who's alive and 9 years old and apparently really into Oz." I asked for her number. Told her she needed to delete tonight's photos until we'd had a proper conversation. She deleted them right in front of me. We talked to a family counselor before calling her back. Her brother's name is Daniel. He's 26, a teacher. He cried on the phone, and the first thing he said was, "I don't want anything from him. I just wanted to know he was okay." We've had 2 meetings now. Theo knows Daniel is a biological relative. We kept it simple. Let Theo set the pace. Last week, Theo asked if Daniel could come to his soccer game. "Yeah, buddy," I said. "He can." Theo nodded like that settled it, then asked if we had any more fruit snacks.